Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as well as my returning comics. Welcome back to another commentary by yours truly. And as always, we gotta start the video off with another update, just to let you guys know what's been going on with me and this channel that you guys, love to watch, because you guys just love to watch me, right? Anyways, we're gonna start with an update just before you guys get to skip it, because I always let you guys, for those of you who don't really give a fuck and just kind of want to watch a story, I always let you guys skip it. But beforehand, I want to mention a few things just for those of you who are kind of new to this channel. Go ahead and join my Twitter or follow me on at ComicallyFamous, and follow me on Instagram at ComicallyFamous as well. I'd love to hear from you guys. Maybe even message me. We can talk about some stuff, have some conversation, and hopefully get some stuff going. I don't know. Let me know. Message me. We'll see. Anyways, another thing too, just before you guys go ahead and skip it, I'm going to be uploading new podcasts. The third Comic Chat podcast within a couple days from now. It was with a couple buddies of mine from the Spike SMP that I was on, and hopefully you guys enjoy that. We had a decent amount of conversation, and hopefully, you guys kind of gain some knowledge from that, or maybe not even gain knowledge, but kind of insight on how people see stuff. We talked about a lot of different things. Hopefully it just came out good. I don't know. I guess you guys will have to be the judge of that, huh? And as always, I'm always asking for people to go ahead and ask questions. Don't be afraid to. Go ahead and ask questions, and who knows, it might even end up being on the podcast. One more thing, and I know this is kind of like ruining the whole skip the button thing, but I really feel like you guys have to pay attention to this. But for those of you who want to be on the podcast, or maybe are even interested in kind of having a little bit of banter on the podcast, go ahead and email me at imsofamousdaily@gmail.com, and I'll try to get to you, I guess, as soon as possible. And okay, if I'm done, I'm done. Go ahead and click the button right about now if you want to skip it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, they're gone. They're gone. They're not here anymore. It's just us, guys. It's just those of you who stayed. Yeah, by the way, we're not going to say anything. I'm actually going to be uploading every couple days. I'm going to let you guys know a little bit about the schedule that's been going on and kind of my mindset going into, not really 2017, but kind of my new mindset. I'm always kind of adjusting to my mindset in modern times, if you will, and I guess in recent times. So, just to let you guys know, I'm going to be uploading every couple days or so, give or take a day or so, whatever. A few days maybe even. I'm going to be uploading 2 gameplay videos, so just in case if you guys have been noticing that lately, that I'm posting those again, I might be doing those, because you guys, I know I said in one of the videos that I was going to steer away from gaming, but guys, I can't fucking get enough of it. I love gaming, and gaming's kind of my stress reliever, you know what I mean? And I just love making videos, and honestly, I'd love to talk to you guys, so go ahead, don't be afraid to comment on those, and give me some feedback and maybe even let me know about stuff you guys would like to watch. I don't know, like different games, who knows. Let me finish these walkthroughs I'm doing right now, and then maybe suggest some games then. But, as always, I'm always going to be up in the game and hopefully recording new videos. It's just, I'm always busy, guys. I'm always busy, especially with training. I'm always weight training, busy with school and stuff, and I'm going to get a job pretty soon, so that's going to be a new endeavor for me. So anyways, just to kind of, I guess, wrap this whole thing up, 2 videos every couple days or so. For those of you who like to watch my gameplay walkthroughs, don't be afraid to leave feedback. I'd love to do those. Oh, and by the way, I know there's a bunch of games coming out in 2017, so don't worry. I'll be getting to those games too. Hopefully, sooner than I expect or sooner than I want. But then again, time always becomes an issue for me. And I don't really know how to juggle a lot of things at the same time. So, again, we'll see. But guys, that's it. That's about it, I think. I'm expecting to record For Honor because I love that shit. And Horizon Zero Dawn is the main one. Probably going to be the main one I'm going to be recording. For sure, Horizon Zero Dawn. Maybe Dark Souls 3. And once I finish Bloodborne, I'll probably hit up Dark Souls 3. And maybe, I don't know about Doom. I'm still debating Doom. And maybe even the Phantom Pain, Metal Gear Solid, I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. But guys, enjoy the video. Alright, so just to kind of jump straight into the story, I'll premise it with this. I was with my buddy Jay. Now, for those of you who have watched my videos, you guys will know who Jay is. He was in one of my videos called OG Trio. And he might have been in another one. So, I don't remember which one, but he was probably one of the funniest parts of that fucking video. You guys should go check it out. It's actually a pretty good one. It's with the 2 Pokemon stoners. You guys, or the 3 Pokemon stoners. You guys will know who what I'm talking about when you guys see it. It's a pretty funny video, I think, or a good story So go ahead and check that out. It'll be in the playlist. But anyways, so Jay, he is one of my close friends, and we used to do a lot of hooligan shit together when we were little kids. Not anymore because, you know, I live in a different area. He lives in LA, I live in San Diego, so we kind of, you know, the distance kind of creates an issue there. But he was my best friend for a while, and, you know, as best friends always do, they always do everything together, and I'd always sleep over, you know, not every weekend, but probably every other weekend, so it'd be fairly frequent. And I was basically like his mom's other kid. You know, we'd always do shit together, so eventually, right, we created or formed this like ritual or tradition where we go ahead and sneak out in the middle of the night and go do like whatever the fuck we wanted, right? And so one of these nights we were like, hey, you know what, we should probably go to the school and go trash the fucking school. Let's go do that. So, of course, we go ahead and go to the school, and, you know, the journey there is what the fun part is. So I'll kind of, before I even skip into any of that stuff, I'll give you guys a little bit of context as to how we got to the end result. So the journey, right, from Jay's house to the school was about an hour and a half, just from his house to the school, not accounting from there and back. So keep that in mind. So we've done this before, right? It's not the first time, obvious fucking Lee, like, you know, let's be real here. We've done this probably, I think, 3 or 4 times before, so we can say we're pretty professional, I think. And I remember this night, he was like, you know what, hey, I don't think we should be out on the street anymore, because, you know, it's kind of getting a little sketch. I've seen a couple cops, you know, paroling the area a little bit, and I think we should kind of take a little bit of a, I guess, stealthier route, I guess if you could say. And I was like, okay, well, you know, I guess, yeah, if you want to. We snuck out, I remember, around 1:30 a.m., you know, we were on our way. So we usually would take like a pretty straight arrow path, right? And that path takes like an hour to get to the school. And, you know, we did a little detour, if you will, and that took about an hour and 30. So you can kind of imagine how long that was. So in front of the school there is a hospital, right? I don't know, I just don't want to say the name. So there'd be a hospital in front of the school. Behind the hospital, like a huge like lot of like land property, right? Huge lot. I think it was more of like storage and like people, like there's guards, right? There's guards that would fucking like surround this thing and kind of patrol it non-stop. It was multiple guards too, so it wasn't just like 1 or 2, it was like 3, 5 maybe. You know, we decided to go through here just to make it more fun, quote unquote, is what he said, I remember. And so Jay and I walk up to this fence and we're like, oh fuck, what do we do? And, you know, roughly 150 yards out, like, you can see, this was like not even, it wasn't like a chain link fence, I think is what they're called. It was a chain link fence, and you can see the other side. So it was like it was a relatively empty lot. Like off to the left, there was like a bunch of huge storage containers, and there was guards in like little golf carts with like little orange lights on top of them, like patrolling the little area. It was kind of weird. So of course we hop the fence naturally. We see the other side, right? Jay's like, should we book it? And I'm like, fuck no, do you see the guards? Like, what the hell? Lucky enough, I guess, for us. I mean, we were gonna do it anyways. We were gonna find some other way. But lucky enough, there's actually a gutter that, like, ran along the right side. So, on the left side, there was guards. And on the right side, there's this gutter. Kind of led to completely the other side. And there was another chain link fence basically separating the hospital from this, like, private land. We gotta play some stealth mission, right? So we start sneaking, and we'd, like, start crawling. And then every time the guard would, like, kind of come in our direction, we duck down and wait. And then we come back up when he left, and then duck down and wait. And I remember we got to this plateau, and we're like, oh fuck, okay, we have to time it right. And so we're kind of just waiting. There's a guard coming around the golf cart, and so he turns around the corner, right? And we're like, okay, we're good. So we start running on the plateau, and right at maybe halfway across the plateau, and it wasn't even that long, it was maybe like 10 feet, and another fucking golf cart pops around the corner. Dolphin dive into the other gutter. I don't even know how the dude didn't see us, honestly. Like, we were like walking, basically, and he's like going around doing his patrol or whatever. We're still crawling. I remember it was pretty dark, like it was pretty pitch black in this little area, you know, because the patrol area was pretty lit up, but it was still relatively dark where we were at because it was the shadows and stuff, and we're just looking, and you know, Jay's looking around, kind of, you know, I guess watching the patrol or the guards patrolling, right? Like they're kind of like where they go, kind of thing. Basically, like how you would in a game, right? Like in a game when you're kind of doing stealth missions, you gotta watch where the patrol is. That's basically what it was. He was like, right when that dude goes around the corner, we book it because the other dude's gonna come around, and we're probably gonna have like 10 seconds like grace period for us to hop over that fence. like, okay, shit. And so I'm waiting, and you know, this dude, like, he's going slow, taking his time across these storage containers. And you know, I think the routine was these dudes go around this, because it was like almost like a parking lot, and there's just a huge stack of storage containers, and I think they would go around, right? They would just like be on different opposite sides of each other, constantly rotating. And so he was like, okay, right on my go, all right. I'm like, okay. And so I'm watching the dude go around the corner. He's approaching, right? And he's like, okay, 3, 2, and the other dude disappears around the corner. He's like, 1, and we start booking it, right? And I'm like counting the seconds in my head. I'm like, 1, 2, and we're booking it. And we finally, you know, it doesn't take that long to run 10 feet, so we're already at the fence. Jay hopped over that fence easy. Like he didn't hop over it, he stayed at the top. I used to be like pretty chubby or fat at the time and not fit at all. So it was taking some time for me to hop over this fence. And I remember I got on top of the fence and I was like, the fuck? And Jay looks, I remember he was on top and I was just about to hit the top of the fence when he looks back and he's like, oh fuck dude, run! And he hops off. And we didn't realize, but on the other side of this fence, there's actually it was like, you know, you'd expect to be like a kind of flat ground, but it was a steep incline. It was like maybe a 5-foot drop, like 5-4 foot drop. We're like, oh fuck, dude, like how do we? Oh fuck, and we're freaking out. And it was for some reason the chain link fence was wet. And I don't know why. Maybe because it was the sprinklers, but it was hard to like really grip onto this thing, right? And there was no like, it was like one of those chain link fences where there's no real like top. It's just kind of like cut off metal, so it's really sharp. And so Jay kind of jumps off. He's like, "Fucking run, dude!" And I'm like, and I look back, and this guy on the golf cart is fucking speeding towards us. And I'm like, oh shit! And I raise my hand, you know, to climb over this fence, and I end up scraping my like, I think the right side of my arm and the right side of my leg, just trying to get over this thing, and even kind of scraping my nuts a little bit. And so this dude's fucking hauling ass towards me, and he's like maybe not even, he's pretty close actually. I don't really remember because it was so fucking fast, but I jumped over this thing like faster than I would have ever fucking expected me to. Right before I jumped off, I caught my fucking shorts, right? Like I was wearing shorts at the time, and I caught my shorts, like the inner part of my shorts, on the fucking fence. You know, me thinking I was gonna jump off onto this, you know, steep little incline and get off safely, get caught, and I fall forward and do like a little bit of a roll onto the thing. And you know, of course, it was all wet for some reason, or for all the sprinklers, whatever. And I fucking get all wet and like I'm all nasty and shit, all scraped up. And I'm like, oh fuck! And this dude's at the fence and he's like, hey, come over here. We start booking it, and we go into the school across the street. And now we're like in front of the school, and we're like, okay, now we gotta do what we gotta do. And so we hop over the fence like usual. We found a trash can behind the cafeteria, because there was like, I think a dumpster about like towards this like little, there's a little alleyway, but like behind the cafeteria towards the outer part of the school. And we grabbed the trash can from there. A little cylinder trash can, nothing too big. And I remember we put it under a fire alarm. We grabbed a bunch of flyers that were hanging off the wall and stuff. We had matches at the time, so we lit them, fucking dropped them in. And what do you know? Poof! Fucking flames just roaring like out of this trash can. It was insane. And we're just like, oh shit, like right under the fire alarm. So we hop over the fence with ease, you know, because we've done it before. And we start running across the street, and we're booking it down the street, past the hospital, right? As we're running, we started hearing the fucking fire alarm go off in the background. Like, you just hear it going off. And we're running past, right, a fire... I remember we were literally running past a firefighter station. We still hear, you can still hear the faint ringing of the fire alarm. By this time, we're like 2 blocks down away from the firefighter station. And this thing goes off. You can just hear the fire trucks fucking coming out and police cars coming out. It was insane, dude. Like, you can just hear everything. And so we finally show up to this apartment. And, you know, we're walking in and the lights are off. So we're like, okay, we're good. You know, let's just settle down. Let's relax. And so I put everything down. You know, it's still pretty dark in his house. And he turns on the lights. Right then and there, we both looked at the couch. His mom, arms crossed, legs crossed, stern look on her face, like, you just done fucked up. She fucking chewed us out, dude. Like, I remember she fucking yelled so loud. Don't think I slept over at his house again for like maybe a couple months or so, because she was so pissed. Like, she was so pissed that we left. But anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for this story, and thanks so much for watching. And as always, you know, we're gonna end this video off with a word just to see if you guys stuck around to this point. And if you did, go ahead and type in the comment section down below, Halo, H-A-L-O. That'll let me know that you guys stuck around to the end of the video and watched the whole thing. And as always, I'll see you all next time. Alright guys, peace.